Why did you join the Liberal Democrat Party?
Because the Liberal Democrat is the party that most aligns to my values. So socially liberal, economically progressive. I joined immediately following Brexit. I'm a passionate pro-European. So that was the driver. But I actually grew up in a family where my father was a Liberal back in the 50s and I was involved in campaigning from about the age of 8. But as a church leader, I felt very strongly that I shouldn't be politically aligned, because I always wanted to encourage people to get involved in the democratic process and to vote and to be well informed about their voting. But I didn't want to tell people who to vote for.
What job were you doing before you became a candidate?
My last job was working for the local Mind in Cambridge, running the training. So it's external workplace training, delivering training into workplaces around line management, creating a mentally healthy environment, bit of suicide prevention training as well, covering a whole host of mental health related topics, including resilience.
Which the manifesto promises are you most excited by?
Well, a mental health professional in every school is a pretty good one, isn't it? So having worked in mental health, I see how important prevention is. So we don't want to wait for a crisis. We want to train and equip young people to look after their own mental health, for it to not be a stigma, so they can reach out early for help, and then it doesn't become a crisis, and that's so much better for everyone, isn't it?
What are your top priorities?
My top priorities are environment, equal society, and NHS and social care.
What has it been like campaigning so far?
We are delivering some leaflets, and we are actually doing some door knocking tonight and tomorrow night. But with the Liberal Democrats, we concentrate our resources into our target seats. So I have done some work in South Cambs to help our candidate there.
Why did you decide to run in North East Hertfordshire?
Because I felt that the Liberal Democrats needed a local candidate. So I've been a local councillor for 6 years now. I live in Royston, and I have lived there for 35 years. I was involved in the community in all different aspects of community involvement, including being a church leader for 30 years before I ever got involved in politics. So I felt as a local community champion I was best placed to be a candidate.
How are you selected by your local party?
So we have a very democratic system within the Liberal Democrats, so people are invited to apply, but before you can even apply you have to be approved, and it's a 3-stage approval. So one is sort of background checks, social media, that kind of thing, to check there's nothing, you haven't got any skeletons in the cupboard. The second is a policy test that you do online, which is a time test so that you can know your Liberal Democrat policies and compare them with other parties. And then the third one is an assessment which involves group interviews, individual interviews, and I did that all online actually. And so once you pass those three stages, you then go on to what we call an approved candidate list. And once you're on that list, you can apply for any constituency you like. And then when they take those all in, if there are 6 or more, there's a shortlisting process. If there are fewer than 6, then it just goes to the local membership in that constituency to vote. And everyone has one vote who's a member of the party in that constituency, and that's done they can vote postally or via an online system. And we did have a hustings as well for that. So there were 5 of us in North East Herts, and I was selected out of those 5.